because we go big or we go home on this channel. You say erytheros? Erytheros. It's a double check. That's my face. I wish. Let's figure this out. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another self-tanner review. I know I do a lot of these, but you guys seem to really enjoy my self-tanner reviews, and one of you had mentioned this product down in the comments, I believe, on my Saint Tropez Express Gel Tan review, and I had to try it out because it just sounded so scientifically cool to me. So if you guys want to know what this product is and what my thoughts are, then just keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right on in. Now, the product that I'm going to be talking about is by the brand Glow Pro Tans, and this is their 14% DHA self tanner and retails for $30. Now, the cool thing about this brand is they present you products based on DHA composition or percentage, sorry, and not just like light, medium, dark. So 14% DHA is the maximum amount of DHA that your body can absorb, meaning this is supposed to give you the darkest tan that your body can naturally get with a self tanner. My sister and I, although we're probably the most genetically similar than anyone else to the world to me, we turn different colors with self tanners. This is because our body absorbs a different amount of DHA. So I might turn this color, but you could be darker or lighter than me, depending on how much your body can absorb. That is, I think everyone thinks just add more DHA, I'll get darker, but that's not how it works. It's very odd, I know, but I always seem to get a little bit darker with self-tanners than my sister does. Sometimes she has to apply 2 layers in order to get to the same color that I turn. I don't know the science behind why that happens, but just something to take note of. The 2 different levels of self-tanner that they offer are 14% and 10%. Naturally, because we go big or go home on this channel, I picked the 14%, but the 10% is definitely better if you are new to self-tanners, because the more DHA you apply, the more room for error there is. So I'm just gonna read to you what they say on their website about the difference between the 10 and the 14%. So for the 14%, it says the maximum DHA for experienced self-tanners, wants the darkest tan possible, works with olive to darker skin tones, and ideal for a serious tanner. Now, if you guys can't tell, I am by no means an olive dark skin tone. I do have an olive undertone. Maybe that's why this works for me, but I am by no means have a dark skin tone. And for the 10 DHA, they say that is the most popular spray tan strength. It is flattering on all skin tones, less room for error, and best for beginners. Definitely agree with that. Now, the active ingredients in the self tanner are not just DHA. It has erythrulose. I think I'm saying that correctly. And this is a lighter active ingredient than DHA and tends to not last as long, but is known to produce a more natural looking color and give you a more even tan. So the 2 mixed together give you the nice dark tan that is less streaky and just lasts longer, nicer. Because DHA lasts a lot longer and gets you darker, versus the erythrulose is a little lighter but more user friendly. Now, I applied the self tanner with a mitt. Always apply my self tanners with mitt. Always gives me the best color tan, or the best less streaky tan. Y'all, as soon as I got a mitt, a lot of my problems went away. So I highly recommend checking that out. Now, I picked up a bundle of theirs. I picked up the total tanning package, which came with a mitt, the darkest self tanner, and a face serum. So we're gonna go over the face serum as well. Along with this package is a tan extender that I'm going to do its own separate review on in the future, because I'm gonna test that out right now as this tan starts to fade away. And that total package is $75. So you get your self tanner, which you can pick either 10% or the 14%. It gives you the face serum, the tan extender, and a mitt, which is a very good deal considering a lot of self tanners alone are like $45, and this one is $30. So if you get the whole package, it would be very expensive with another self tanner. When it came to applying the self tanner, the guide color is super light. They did mention on their website that that is so that it doesn't transfer onto your clothes, but I'm telling you guys, you won't even see it. When I first applied, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like, because the color of the foam is dark, but when it went on my body, I didn't see anything. So I was kind of like going over places multiple times just to double check. You know, I don't wanna like wake up in the morning and like there's a splotch on my arm that has no self tanner on it. So I get a little bit nervous when I can't see my guide color. I kind of waited 30 minutes and went and looked in the mirror afterwards just to make sure, like, 'cause it was starting to turn a little brown at that point. You know, do a once over before I go to bed because you have to leave this on for 8 hours. You guys know my feelings about leaving a tan on for 8 hours. That's my face. We can always do this in 4 hours. If everyone else can do it in 4 hours, you can do it in 4 hours. So let's figure this out because I do not like waiting with a tan on me for 8 hours. It only works if I'm gonna apply it right before bed. So this tanner is only used when I know my plans ahead of time. I can't just last minute be like, well, I want a self-tan because I won't wait around all day with the self-tanner on. It's uncomfortable to me. It's annoying and I constantly have to think like, don't get your hands wet. Like, I got a lot of questions with how people go 8 hours without getting their hands wet during the day. You know, like everyone washes their hands, I hope, especially right now. Hope you're washing your hands. So only can use this at night, unfortunately. However, when I did wake up, when you get in the shower and you start rinsing off and that guide color comes off, you are the exact same color as beforehand because not a lot of color comes off with the guide color. I think that is due to there not really being a dark guide color to begin with. So I don't really think you have to worry about this self-tanner staining your sheets or clothes. I didn't notice anything on my clothes or my sheets. That is definitely a plus if you have light sheets like I do. Also, the smell of this self-tanner is not very strong. Like, I don't smell anything on me right now, which is great, especially since it's a very dark self-tanner, so I didn't know if that was gonna add some extra smell to it, but it did not. I definitely think this self-tanner produces a natural looking color. I think if you didn't know that I was super pale, like the color of paper, then you would think this is my natural skin tone. I wish. But it's not, so I think that this is just super natural golden undertone self-tanner. I'm all about the undertones because that makes such difference. But I definitely think this is fine for very fair skin tones. I think anyone can use their 10% or their 14%. Just be a little more careful when it's 14%. Make sure you exfoliate a lot. Add lotion to your hands, your elbows, your knees, and your feet. Use a mitt. It will make your life so much easier, I promise. Now, I use the 8% DHA facial tanning serum on my face. This retails for $27 on its own, so I definitely think if you're gonna get both, just get the value kit to go with it. And this has 8% DHA, and it's meant to make your face naturally match your body because your face doesn't usually get as tan as your body. And I noticed that it did make, and I have a little video of me before I put makeup on, make my nose and my cheeks like up here just look a little bit tanner, which is how your face would naturally look. You only need 1 pump of this. I put 2 pumps for who knows what reason on the mitt and was like, uh-oh, because it is a serum, so it's gonna spread around a lot easier. It is moisturizing. A lot of self-tanners tend to be a bit drying, so when you put it on your face, it's like extra moisture just sucked out, especially if you have dry skin like me, and it tends to cling to like acne or dry patches on your face, so it being a serum makes it that this does not happen. It's just a flawless finish to your face and adds a little bit of a glow, and you have to leave that on for the 8 hours, which is another, like I said, a little bit of a flaw in my book. Since we're all doing the 4 hours, let's figure it out, but hopefully they'll get there. If they get there, if they release a 4-hour self-tanner next week, I don't want to say I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, oh, I would have just bought that one. But whatever, this is a beautiful self-tanner. There are very few self-tanners out there that I'd be willing to wait around 8 hours for, but this one is just so pretty. I'm okay with it. I will deal with it. Now let me know what you guys think of this self-tanner. Have you checked it out yourself? Do you think it's cool that they go by DHA content versus light, medium, and dark? Are you gonna try it out? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I love making these videos for you. You guys, I just feel so much happier when I have a self-tan on. Anyone else? Just like self-tanner and extensions, and all of a sudden I'm a brand new person. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow my Instagram. It's at KaseyElizabeth_YT, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.